Let's get in Mr. R.P. Singh, Chairman of NHAI, who joins us on the show from New Delhi to speak about all that's happening with project awards for this year. And Mr. Singh, that's the topic that's the question with which I start our discussion today. The project awards for this year are a far cry from the target of 2,500 kilometers. So far, how much of the road length has been given out?
As far as this year's target is concerned, we have taken a target of 2,000 kilometers under EPC. This we will definitely complete because we have already awarded something around 750 kilometers. Another 600 kilometers is in pipeline. We have already received the bids and we are evaluating the bids. Another 600 kilometers we will be able to definitely award. So most likely we will achieve this target of 2,000 kilometers as far as EPC is concerned. As far as PPP is concerned, it all depends upon the market conditions. After a lot of gap, we recently received a bid for one project in Maharashtra, which we are going to award. Maybe we can say around 500 kilometers, 600 kilometers, we will be able to award under PPP also. But the interesting thing will be that whatever we award this year, those bids are fully prepared. We are in a position to hand over land, and out of the EPC contracts, I am sure that we will be able to start the work in at least 80% of the project straight away, 80% of the area straight away. So this is something which will be very different from what we have been doing in the past. We will be giving all the clearances upfront in most of these cases, and appointed date shall be declared very soon.
Mr. Singh, we understand that 14 highway projects will now be given out on EPC basis after they fail to attract interest on a PPP model. What is the timeline by when you will award them?
Some of the projects we will call the bids immediately. Some we will try once on the PPP mode, and maybe some we will shift to the EPC. We have to go through the whole process, For the EPC projects, we have to again conduct an EFC in the government and all. The process takes little time. So you can have a time frame of, let's say, another 1.5 to 2 months for that.
We also understand that the panel report on premium rescheduling has been submitted to the Finance Ministry. When do you expect to hear from them?
I believe the draft report has been submitted. The final report, after the comments of the various departments and the Planning Commission, I'm hoping in around 15 days the whole process will be completed.
The premium rescheduling involves developers paying only a proportion of their annual premium for first few years. Will this create cash flow problems, Mr. Singh, for NHAI, as close to 23 projects are interested in rescheduling?
No, I don't think. Our liquidity is never a concern at all for us. Our toll revenue has been substantially going up year after year. And we don't have any problem of that kind. If there's a need, we can always raise resources. It's not difficult for us. And out of these projects, I don't think all of them will be able to take it, because initially the 23 projects which we sent to the government, out of them about 9 to 10 have been already cancelled. So finally the reschedulement will be taken by perhaps 7 or 8 ongoing projects, and maximum about 6 or 7 projects which are yet to take an appointed date. So the impact upon our finances will be quite minimal, and I think it's not a big issue for us at all.
What about fundraising, Mr. Singh?
We have already gone for a private placement of the tax-free bonds. We are going for a public issue also in the month of January. We'll be raising a total of 5,000 crores in that. And I think that should suffice for this year. Next year again we'll have fresh plans and all that.
Mr. Singh, in addition to the project award, how is the execution of under construction projects faring? Because a number of projects are stuck at various stages due to land acquisition issues, especially in Northeast and Kerala.
See, the Northeast projects were held up for various other reasons, because most of them were cash contracts. And they got delayed for various reasons, the land order issues there, the land acquisition issues and all. Last year we restarted all those projects after negotiations with the existing contractors. And I am hoping all those contracts which were lagging behind for last 5, 6, 7 years, all of them will definitely get completed. Maybe a little bit here and there within this financial year. There may be another 1 or 2 months required after that. So let's hope by May, June, before the onset of rainy season, I expect to complete all those projects which we had taken up earlier and which were languishing in Northeast.
The ministry has decided to embark on road shows abroad to attract foreign investment for road projects. Now, what's the timeline for this, and do you expect a good response since projects in India are stuck due to policy issues more often than not?
I'm in favor of doing this kind of exercise, but it should be done only after a full preparation on our side. And once we are ready with everything and we can offer everything across the table, then I think we should make a create a hype and invite people for this kind of road shows and all that. Regulatory hurdles have been by and large taken care of. The Environment Ministry has been very cooperative with us. Literally, the time taken for the environment clearance is very minimal now. The rules have been very much rationalized. Up to 20 meters on the 40 meters on the existing alignment, we don't have to take fresh environment approval. The environment clearance and forest clearance have been delinked now. So those issues have been very much taken care of. But land acquisition is a very major constraint. We can't achieve much progress on that without cooperation of the state governments. So that's an issue with us which keeps bothering us. But in any case, the progress this year has been quite good. The expenditure on LA till now compared to the corresponding year, period of the previous year is almost double. And the land taken possession is almost as much extra. So we are making an effort, but some states we do have problems and we have to tackle those issues carefully.
So let's also talk about 2014. We'll have a new government in power as well. What road development targets would you be then working with?
See, I don't believe in targets of award. I would like to stick to target of road building. Last year, in spite of whatever people might have said, we had the highest construction compared to our the whole history of NHAI. The highest construction we achieved last year. We will try to build as much road as possible. We will try to concentrate on quality and all that. Award, I think we should not hurry up. We must make full preparation and then only go for award. And once we award a project, we should be in a position to declare the appointed date within a period of 2-3 months. So that is our effort now.
The road asset monetization is also attracting financial investors like private equity players, pension and infra funds. What's the sense that you are getting on the road asset sales?
If you have seen, we permitted securitization up to 30% of the TPC. In case there is enough money available, surplus available, after meeting all the requirements of the project as per the waterfall mechanism. I think that has helped a number of concessionaires and their liquidity has improved. We have allowed an exit policy, we have come out with an exit policy, but it needs to be further fine-tuned. We have helped a number of concessionaires to find investors. And there has been a number of cases where built projects have been sold. Projects which were complete or almost complete. I think we have to encourage this kind of secondary transactions. That will infuse in liquidity in the market and we'll have fresh bids coming out from these contractors, these concessionaires, these contractor turned concessionaires who are today facing serious shortage of equity. So I think in this direction we'll make some progress in future.
Could you also update us, Mr. Singh, on your conversation with GVK or GMR for restructuring their projects and at what stage they are in currently?
So we are waiting for the Dr. Rangarajan committee report. Once that report comes, we will engage with them again.